Bookisty videos are so boring.
Die videos bringen views.
What? Alright boys, seems like tea is back on the menu. I don't quite like drama videos, however I do like videos about books, about fantasy, sci-fi, horror, and occasionally I talk about the publishing industry, about thrillers, and about crime, and today we talk about the latter three. And if you're interested in watching videos for any of this and want to boost my morale in order to make more of them, press the like button and subscribe to the channel. I chose to do this video. I saw this on the news a couple of days ago and I was very interested, but since it is not about YA Twitter, I doubt that most of the usual suspects would talk about this. However, there have been some allegations about the authorship of certain books by Swedish Queen of Noir, Camilla Lackberg, because she is accused of using a ghostwriter. Alright, I've never read a book by Camilla Lackberg. However, I'm familiar with her. I always see her books in the crime section, and I'm often considering getting one of them and reading it, but I haven't done so yet. And she's very well known for her 9-book series of, I won't pronounce that, about a husband and wife detectives who solve crimes in a small fishing village in Sweden. And it's a huge success. However, recently, she had published 2 more books. 2 novels in the Face series, that's revenge thrillers, and they're called The Golden Gates and Wings of Silver. And since I'm in readers groups on Facebook because I'm old, I see people there complaining about their quality, how they don't like them, how they don't feel like Camilla Lackberg novels. There are rumors in Sweden since 2021 that she uses ghostwriters. For instance, there was a successful crime novel by Håkan Lindgren called Ghostwriter, where we have this fictional crime queen, Millie Manson, that delegates her works to another novelist. Lackberg scoffed at that rumor before. However, there's this online magazine called Kvartal, which published an article. One of their journalists, Lapo Lapin, ran Lackberg's novels on a stylographic data tool that counts the common words used in a text and then uses statistical methods to identify if they're written by the same author. Her famous 9 books of the, what's it called? I'll try to pronounce it, it will be wrong. Fjällbacka. Her Fjällbacka novels that make her famous are written by the same author. That's a given. However, when we get to her revenge thrillers, the Face series thrillers, Golden Gates and Wings of Silver, things are slightly different because apparently they look nothing alike the other 9 novels by Camilla Lackberg. And then said journalist used AI to a forensic linguistic tool called GAAP, and that's AI, and that what identified that The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith was actually written by John K. Rowling. Yes, so it's a tool that identifies a Rowling novel without the author tweeting about how one of the main characters might have been black but never mention it. Just on the words alone, that's probably reliable, I guess. He took this piece of software and fed it with books by 8 other best-selling crime writers from Sweden, and we had a match. The program noticed a similarity between the style of those novels in question with another author, a crime writer called Pascal Engman. Now, when you connect the dots, Pascal Engman is also Camilla Lackberg's editor, and there is another novel by Camilla Lackberg, 2021, Women Without Mercy, according to the program, of course, is identified as the sole author. So I guess the other 2 novels, they are a fusion of their styles. There are similarities to both of them, I guess. I'm not quite sure. I'm not reading the original article because my Swedish are non-existent. And Camilla Lackberg in an Instagram post said that yes, I never omitted to mention that and thank that Pascal was my editor, and he helped me get this new voice for the new series. But she also scoffed this scrutiny because she thinks it's elitism. She thinks that, you know what, some people don't believe that my writing style is good and I don't deserve my success, but they forget that the writer is a storyteller, which strongly hints at a James Patterson type of writing style for those books. And if you're not familiar with James Patterson is someone who has a lot of co-writers and actually credits them on most of his books. His method is outlining the novel and then giving it to another writer to finish it. Then he goes back and does some rewrites so that there's consistency. And in the case of James Patterson novels, I don't think his readers complain too much. Not the same way as Camilla Lackberg readers are complaining, because it doesn't feel like they're reading the same novels. And that's a big no. You see, what James Patterson does is he's writing novels at an industrial scale. So he makes a thick outline, gives it to a writer that he has vetted and trained in order to write in a fashion similar to his, and also makes sure to maintain a consistency of quality. In my humble opinion, this level of quality is extremely low, but still, when you get a James Patterson novel, it feels like a James Patterson novel, which is what readers want. In this case, it doesn't. So I'm not sure what's happening. There's a good case, if we read between the lines, of Camilla Lackberg's statements and answers to those accusations. It seems like that Pascal Engman did extensive rewrites, or even he got a draft and expanded on it in order to, save time, maybe have novels out fast because there's a high demand for Scandinavian thriller novels, or maybe not as much as before. I'm not sure. I don't think that Scandinavian noir is as popular as it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago, because if you remember, there was this Millennium Trilogy, this Girl with Dragon's Tattoo, that took the world by storm, and then people were crazy about reading Scandinavian crime novels. There are some huge authors coming out of Scandinavia, like Camilla Lackberg or UNESCO. I think they're the biggest ones. And yeah, when you get to that, and you have to produce more, so maybe it's more efficient if you get another competent author to write the book for you, or give them a thick outline. When we say thick outline, the Patterson method is like, you don't get just, this happens. You get very quick draft of the story, almost like, if the final novel is 100,000 words, maybe the thick outline will be a quarter of that, and then the other author, the co-writer, expands it. But there are two problems. First one, Pascal Engman is uncredited as a co-author, so yeah, that's, you're basically tricking your readers that you wrote that one. And then of course there is this novel that is solely written by him, The Woman Without Mercy, that's credited to Camilla Lackberg, which is extremely sus. And there is the other case that the original draft was not working and the editor had to pull a lot of rewrites on it, so it's basically changed by the editor for some reasons. Maybe Camilla Lackberg was too busy drafting the next one, and it fell to the editor to finish the later drafts. That's why it's so different. I don't know really. However, yeah, the situation is not clear yet, and I don't know what more we'll learn. There doesn't seem to be a court case between those two. That's where the dirt comes out. That's where we get the tea. Here they seem to work together, and somebody found out that maybe Pascal Engman is doing more than what he is officially credited for, and maybe Camilla Lackberg is utilizing ghostwriters. The question why she is not writing it herself is, I don't know. Maybe she wants to do something different with her career. Maybe she wants to jump from Swedish crime to, yes, this is editing Michael, because I got this wrong in the original footage. Paying novels, it's about a scorned wife, a woman who has been divorced by her husband after helping him make a fortune. Elsie is sort of like the villain of the story, I guess, or something like that. It's a very great character, and it's away from the more traditional whodunits of Camilla Lackberg's career. And maybe she needs someone to help her get the voice right. Not sure, maybe she just want to Patterson up her output. Who knows? But yes, as someone who works in publishing, I can say that oftentimes editors have to do ghostwriting. Or maybe, they have to overhaul certain books, especially when you have a celebrity writer, a writer whose name will sell books, but their output is not good enough. Then you'll have the editor doing a lot of putting things together. It happens not with every author, not with every celebrity author, not with every celebrity writing a book. But yes, editor oftentimes do a lot of work, and maybe they can even change a lot of stuff that were submitted to the publisher for different reasons. I'm not quite sure why, but it's not like it's a common secret, actually. So yeah, I guess it's something like that, but I don't know, we may learn what's true or not. However, yes, all those people on Facebook complaining about those two books, they had something right. So I hope you like this video. As always, like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching.